Good morning, everyone. As I am having my cup of coffee, I wanted to share something with you today and I have a couple of uh, bulletproof things I wanted to share with you as I'm reading this morning. It's like 9 things to how change makers can approach toxic situations and create positive change in the work environment without involving management. A lot of times management don't get involved and you don't want to try to go to them for every little thing that happens negatively in the work environment. You want to try to deal with that yourself. And then you wonder also why you think management don't care when you go to them for toxic behaviors, gossiping, bullying, things of that nature in the work environment, and you say, well, they don't care, they're not doing nothing. It's not that. I don't want to say seem petty to management, unless you're going to the union or a serious investigation comes up out of it where they have to respond. So here we go. Creating a safe and respectful work environment in the face of harmful behaviors can be challenging, especially when dealing with individuals that are committed to negative habits. It's just something they have been doing over and over and over again. So that's just their MO. That's just how they are. And here's how change makers can approach toxic situations in the work environment and create positive change if they want to, if this is what they're into without involving management. Number one would be lead by example. Model positive behavior and set the standard for respectful communication and professionalism. By demonstrating empathy, actively listening to your coworkers and the customers that come in, and constructive conflict resolution in your interaction with others. Number two would be address issues directly. When encountering harmful behaviors, approach the individual privately and respectfully. Express your concerns. It says here by using the I statement to communicate how their actions impact you in the work environment. Try to avoid accusations or confrontations and focus on finding common ground for improvement. Now, we all know that some people are committed to misunderstanding you when you try to communicate with them. Those are the people that you just can't, engage or take it personal the way they come at you, and they're not even worth your time to get a headache over or try to address concerns with. You just got to let it go with some people. But some are willing to, if you take them privately and explain what is the harmful behavior that they're doing that is causing you to feel uncomfortable. But make sure that you are safe within your environment and you feel secure within your environment, so that you can stand up strong to communicate how you feel. Number three would be offer constructive feedback. Not don't try to give unsolicited feedback, but ask, can I give constructive feedback? Provide feedback in a non-judgmental and constructive manner, highlighting specific examples of behaviors and its impact. Offer suggestions for alternative approaches and emphasize the importance of mutual respect and collaboration. And this is where sometimes you might have to pull out policies and procedures, Some people just pull out policies and procedures and try to talk away about it in that manner. Number 4 would be set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries with individuals who engage in harmful behavior. Politely but firmly communicate your expectations for respectful communication and interaction. Refrain from engaging in gossip or negative conversations and redirect discussions to more productive topics. Depending on the environment that you're in, and certain work environments, this can be very hard, very, very hard. But, continuing to practice these behaviors and continuing to be consistent at who you are and what you do, it can work for a more better, productive environment. Number 5 would be encourage positive behavior. Recognize and acknowledge instances of positive behavior and collaboration among coworkers. Reinforce the importance of teamwork, support, and mutual respect in achieving shared goals. Number 6 would be build allies. Identify like-minded colleagues. Find your like-minded people who share your commitment to positive change and work together to address toxic behavior. Collaborate on initiatives to promote a culture of respect, inclusion, and support in the workplace. Number 7, seek mediation or conflict resolution. If conflicts arise that cannot be resolved independently, consider seeking mediation or conflict resolution assistance from a neutral third party within the organization. Mediation can provide a structured process for addressing differences and finding mutually accepted solution. They have, in certain organizations, they have something called ERLR, which is employee relations, labor relations. They can come in and help solve conflict resolutions and, things like the union. You can, in that way, the manager or the supervisor can get together with the person that's constantly being a conflict type person. Someone always is toxic and causing problems. Number 8, document. Document instances of harmful behavior. Keep a record of specific incidents or patterns of behavior that contribute to a toxic work environment. Document dates, times, and details of each incident, as well as any attempts to address the behavior. That is very, very important. A lot of times when we write things down and things get better for a moment, and then you're like, well, I'm not going to need this. So hopefully you never need, the documents listing that you constantly put down. But it's always good to have and keep. Like say, for example, if you were able to carry a little notepad, always document everything down of these toxic behavior patterns, and in a little notepad, or either you take a moment to go to a bathroom break, speak inside of your voice recorder on your phone. On today is January 10th, 1982 at 1:30 p.m. such and such happened, blah blah blah. And, or either on your computer, if you can keep private messages on your U drive, just please document, because when the time comes, you're going to have a whole long list to prove your case. Because once somebody is toxic and it continues to happen over and over again, they can fool you try to put you under their wing once they know what type of personality you have, and then fall right back into that toxic behavior and catch you off guard. And so, with you having a good list of documentation, that's going to help you or help those that those like-minded people that you converse with as well. The last one here, number 9, advocate for change, advocate for policy changes or initiatives within the organization that promote a culture of respect, accountability, and inclusivity. Work with your human resources department or organizational leadership to implement training programs, policies, or resources that address harmful behavior and support positive workplace dynamics. I'll give an example. Having worked in many different places, one thing I do bring up is saying I would request the DIS personality, model, or the DIS personality assessment, DISC, and they come in to your organization and talk about the different personalities, and sometimes that helps, especially when you're working with a lot of different types of personalities, and when somebody come in and explain that, and you look and you get another perspective about who you're working with and also yourself. And so, in conclusion, it says by taking proactive steps to address toxic behaviors and promote positive change, change makers can contribute to creating a safer, more respectful, and inclusive work environment for themselves and their coworkers. And I'd like to add, when something happens in the work environment, especially for young people, you say, I'm out of there, I'm getting out of there. But always look at why you accept a job, why you put in for a job and you really wanted it. And you say, I got an interview. Oh man, they hired me. Why do you want that job? What does it feel in your soul? Like, what is driving you to do this job? For more than just money, more than just paying the bills. You put in for jobs that, like if you work in healthcare, why are you doing it? If you're working with, people that, whatever, what makes you want to do this job? What is in your soul that you want to do this job for? And once you figure that out, yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, you're going to have difficult people to deal with, but it will help to strengthen you to get through those hard, difficult, toxic people and learn how to stand up for yourself instead of ignoring, and know how to come back at them, those people that bully you or just do bad things in the work environment. All right, I'm out.